Okay, so welcome back to Energy Plus for Beginners, and in this video I will show you how can we set schedules of operation in Energy Plus. In the previous video I showed you how could we included people loads, lightning loads, and equipment loads, and all these objects require a schedule to say to Energy Plus when these loads are going to be operated in the building. So let's include these schedules, okay? Let's go up and find a class called schedules. And there is a lot of ways that we can include schedules in Energy Plus. In this set of videos, I will show you how can we include it, schedules compact. Okay, so just find one object called schedules compact. In this way, we can set all schedules like yearly, daily, weekly, whatever you want in the same object. But we can also include it like separated. For example, hourly schedules for each day, then day intervals, then week intervals, then we can compose all these different schedules in the yearly schedule. But here I can include it like in schedule compact, I can include it all the schedules like just add-ons. Okay, so in schedule compact, we are going to create a new object and we're going to name this schedule. Let's create actually three objects called schedule lightning, schedule people, and schedule equipment. Okay. Uh, It's important to notice that in our lightning object, let's press Ctrl L and let's go navigate it to this lightning object. Okay, in lights, we have different lights for living room, bedroom, and bathroom. So if we want to describe a different schedule for each object, like different patterns of operation for each object, we can associate these objects with different schedules. So let's do that. Let's go to schedule compact, and in lightning, I'm going to say this is going to be schedule lightning of the living room. And then I'm going to create new schedules for the bedroom and for the bathroom. Okay. Oops. Okay, so the next thing that Energy Plus requires is the schedule type limits name. So this is important because this is basically the unity that we are associating these schedules. We need to tell Energy Plus which unity is this schedule referring to. So we need to go to our main menu here, press Ctrl L again, and find the schedule type limits. Then we're going to create a new object, and here we need to specify which is the unity that we are using our schedule. So I'm going to create an object called percentage, and you can fill it up this like lower upper limit, or you can like let it blank. Since it's a percentage, I'm going to fill up with from 0 to 1. And here I'm going to specify which is the numeric type, if it is continuous or discrete. So it's a percentage, continuous. And then I'm going to specify which is the unity type. So what is this schedule type referring to? So if it's a percentage, it's going to be a percent. Okay. You can see there is a lot of different types of units here that we can use as schedules. And let's take advantage that we are already here and create a new object. And we are going to set this schedule type for the activity level, which is something that we're going to need to set for the people load. So activity. I'm not going to fill it up like the lower level or the lower limit and the upper limit. Okay. The type is going to be continuous, and the unity type is going to be activity level. Okay. That's it. Okay, so let's go back to the schedule compact. And every time that we are setting schedules for operation patterns, for lighting, for equipment, and also for presence of people in the rooms, we are talking about a percentage. So let's set all these schedules as percentages. Okay. Okay, so we already set the percentage for each schedule. And now what we are going to do is set the schedule itself. So, okay, we already set the percentage for each schedule that we are inserting, and then we are going to set the schedule itself. So we're going to use the very simple logic, which is using these words here. So basically, we are going to use true for. We can use interpolate, but I don't recommend to use right now. And you can use until. So let's do an example. If I want my living room with the lights on only from 8 of the night until 10 of the night. So how for every day equally? How can I write this on Energy Plus? I can write like this: true December 21. Oops, December 21 for all days until 20 o'clock. The value of the lighting is going to be 1, which means 100%. Then until 22, oops, wrong. This is going to be until 8 p.m. is going to be 0. And from 8 to 10 p.m. it's going to be 1. And then I have to complete until 24-hour 0 again. So basically what we are telling Energy Plus is through December 21, so through all the over the year, the year, we have the same condition for all days. So for we can differentiate for all days, or we can specify the specific day, for example, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Uh, we can also specify for weekdays and all other days. There's no weekend days, okay? It's just weekdays or all other days. And then with until we specify the condition. So what is meaning here is that I'm specifying that from 8 to 10, the lights is going to be 100%. Okay, now the lights of the living room, of course. So now what we want to do is press Ctrl L. We can go to the lights object, and then in the lights object of the living room, we can associate the schedule of the lighting of the living room. So it's going to be like 10 watts per square meter, 100% of this from 8 to 10 p.m. So what happens if I want to dimmer, for example, dimmer this light uh, in between of this? Let's say that I want like, instead of 100%, I want like 80%. So I can write something like this. Okay, so this is what the percentage means. Okay, then for example, I'm going to do another example for the lighting of the bedroom here. So we can also do something like this: true December 21 for, instead of all days, I'm going to write weekdays until 20 is going to be 0. Then until 21 is going to be 1. Then until 24 is going to be 0 again. But you can notice that I'm not specifying the weekends or the holidays. I'm just specifying the weekdays. So here I can also specify for all other days. Now I can specify again I can continue specifying new conditions for this schedule. So until 24, I can say, for example, for all other days, the lighting of the bedroom is going to be 0. Okay, this is very important because we need to set conditions for all the year in Energy Plus, because the simulation happens throughout the year. So let's say, for example, the bathroom, we can specify different conditions, for example, for different months through 7/31, which is July. So up to the end of July is going to be one condition. So for all days until 8 p.m. it's going to be 0, until 22 p.m. it's going to be 1, and until 24 p.m. it's going to be 0. Now I can specify another condition. So through the other half of the year. So the true December 21 is going to be a little different. So for all days until 20 p.m. is going to be, let's say that it's going to be on in the bathroom throughout day. So from 8 p.m., then from 10 p.m. it's going to be turned off, and then until 24 hours going to be turned on again. So this means that From January to July, the lighting system is going to be off until 8 of the night. Then it's going to be on from 8 to 10, which is this condition. Not only on, but 100% on. And then from 10 to 24 hours is going to be zero again. So it's going to be turned off. And then for the other half of the year, like from July to the end of July, like beginning of August to the end of December, the the lighting is going to be on until 8 p.m. Then it's going to be off from 8 to 10 p.m. Then to 10 p.m. until the midnight is going to be on again. So you can see that I'm not specifying the starting point. So Energy Plus understand that the starting point is 0 hour. So it's right after the 24 hour. Okay. So that's the main idea of schedules. Okay. Uh, you can create yourself, and then after creating this schedule, you can go to the internal gains and associate these schedules. Okay, let's associate to the schedule of people, for example, here in your object of people. In the lights, let's associate these objects with their respective schedule of the bedroom, of the bathroom, and the electrical equipment of the schedule with the schedule of the equipment. Don't forget that the schedules have to be all specified. Here I'm just using as example. We have to specify these schedules again. And there's one important schedule that I also want to specify, which is the activity schedule. So the activity schedule is something that we are going to use as a schedule type limit is going to be activity. And then I'm going to use the same logic here, true, for, until, and the number, for specifying a number of MET. So a MET is a metabolic rate. So I'm specifying how much is the metabolism of the person in a determined hour of the of the operation. Okay, so I'm just using as an example through, for example, through December 31 for all days until 24-hour is going to be always the same activity level, and I'm going to set as 120 watts. So then I'm going to go to the people class, and then here I'm going to associate this activity schedule, which is input here, activity level schedule name. So then I'm going to associate here schedule activity and schedule activity. Okay, again, you have to be aware that you can add a lot of like layers of complexity in this specification. For example, I specify the same activity for the different environments. You can also have different layers, different schedules for these different environments. I can have activity level for the living room and an activity level for the bedroom. And also, you can, let's go back to schedule compact, you can be much more complex here. You can specify very different conditions across the year. Okay, like a different activity level throughout the day, for example, a different activity level throughout the months. Anyway, you can have very different activity specifications here, and also not only for activity, but also for the operation of the systems itself. Here is just an example to be very straightforward and not so long for this video, okay? But this is the main idea of setting schedules in Energy Plus. After this, you are already able to run the simulation, and we are going to talk about this in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and that's it.